So Hare Krishna, I'm here in the Hollies, which is the place, which is a woods near my house, and as I'm walking around just doing a bit of a Japa walk at lunchtime, we're always trying to reflect on something Krishna conscious, in such a beautiful place where there's woods and flowers, trees, such constant change is going on. 1 minute you come here, there's some purple flowers on one of the trees. On another, tree there's some buds. And then again you come a week later or 2 days later, and then the purple flowers have already disappeared, and then the blue flowers or the yellow flowers or whatever it is have come out on the next tree. So just like the seasons, and just even like the trees or the plants or the body itself, everything is changing constantly in the material world. So the perfect verse, of course, that embodies this is Bhagavad Gita 2:14, which is saying, Matra spashasta kuntiya, shitoshna sukha dukkada, agamapayino nityas tam tatik shashva bharata. That the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and the disappearance in due course are like the appearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O sign of Bharat, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So it's very clear that the seasons are constantly changing, and like that our mentalities of happiness and distress, our desires, our conditionings are constantly changing. Of course there is certain things according to our nature and how steeped we are in the three modes, whether it's goodness, passion or ignorance, that we will have a certain kind of mindset, and within those parameters we may act in a certain way, but still, generally speaking, we're always going around in this ever-changing mood. So a devotee should be fixed in this state of balance, neither affected by the happiness or affected by the distress. Especially at this time during this COVID pandemic, it's a perfect example. A few months ago, we were just doing our everyday life. We weren't even imagining that anything could affect us. And then now, we're thinking to ourselves, is someone going to walk too close to me? Is someone going to sit too close? If I go to the groceries shop and touch all the items, then I have to wash all my hands, shower, wash all those items, So now it's changed our way of thinking. So that just shows a perfect example of happiness and distress, how quickly things can happen. So what we want to do as devotees is that we want to be conscious of everything and then become Krishna conscious. That's it. That's really how we have to do. There's one verse that says that the most important thing is to always remember Krishna and never forget him. Smarta vyasastam Vishnur, Vishmartavyo najatuchit, sarva vide visheta shud etayor eva kinkaraha. Yeah? So it's saying that one must always remember Krishna and never forget him. All the Vedas point towards that one principle. So as we go around in our daily affairs, whether it's working from home, whether it's dealing with our kids and our families, whether it's just taking a nice Japa walk amidst the beautiful flowers and scenery, let's try to be Krishna conscious. Let's try to reflect on these wonderful ancient 5,000-year-old teachings from the Bhagavad Gita, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and in that way we can pull our consciousness back. It says that from wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. This is a principle also from the Bhagavad Gita, from chapter 6, all these verses about the mind, dhyana yoga. So the Sanskrit to that verse, incidentally, is yato yato nischalati manaschachalam astiram tatastatonayam yatad atmanivavasamnayat. So like this, just being out here today, seeing all these beautiful things, gives me that encouragement that things are constantly changing, but what we should be fixed on, a platform of steadiness, is Krishna consciousness platform. Remembering Krishna, chanting, reading, taking prasadam, associating with devotees, good like-minded association. And as I says, these videos are an attempt just to try and share some thoughts, and hopefully people can feel a little bit inspired, you know. Hare Krishna.